Okay, what's going on, guys? I wanted to make this video because I think no one else will make this in the community. I think if anyone else made this kind of video, the amount of flack they would get is unbelievable. But you know me, I don't care. I just care about facts. I don't care if I get flack. But I'm here for information purposes. Now, FC points, okay? If you're under 21, just don't watch this video. To be honest, you probably don't understand what I'm talking about because you need to have worked some period of time in your life. Um, to understand what I'm talking about, to know the value of time and money, right? I don't condone FC points, okay? But nor am I against it, nor am I for it, okay? FC points gives you a boost, okay? And this can be used to save time in your life, which you can make more money in elsewhere. I'll explain that in a second. For years, I've played with a cheap team because I always have idiots coming to me saying, "Oh, Neil, you promote FC points." No, I'm not, okay? Because I play with cheap teams, RTG teams. I've done it for years. I've played with a 15. Go look at my channel, on my main channel, 15K teams. And I've showed you don't need to spend money on the game. You literally don't need to spend any money on the game. But people think you need to spend money. But in the early phases, it can give you a significant advantage, okay? Now, the best thing I like to say is the 4600 FC points that you get when you pre-order the game will give you about 100K in coins. Because everyone is getting that, most people are getting the Ultimate Edition, you can argue you're not really getting that boost. It's kind of like a hype. It's like a theoretical boost, but then everyone's going to be getting Ultimate Edition anyway. So, one thing I would say is, look, the best way to equate if FC points are worth it for you is if you're under 21, you should not be spending FC points at all. Okay. But let's say, for example, you're an adult, okay? The web app comes out on a Wednesday, okay? It's a work day. You're going to come home from work at, let's say you finish at 5:30. By the time you get home, maybe 6, 7. Do you think you're going to be spending hours on a web app trading with bronze and silvers for like 100 coin profit? No, you're not. You value your time at that point. So I would say a good way is just to work out how much money you earn per hour, net, after tax, whatever, right? Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you earn £10 per hour, okay? Now, let's say £10 worth of FC points gets you about 30K, let's just say in theory, right? Now, if it gets you about, let's say 20K, 30K coin sell quick value, let's say if you get, assuming you get bad luck, right? If 1 hour of work costs you £10, would you waste 9 hours trying to trade to make like 5K? You wouldn't, would you? So that is the way you should value your time. Figure out how much money you earn per hour, then work out your time and efficiency like that. That would be the best way. And now, in terms of FC points, if you are going to purchase them, I'll come back to this in a second. Look, there's ways to get it cheap, okay? You can go get the 10% discount, which you can get from EA Play. There's also other sites that have I'm not got a bit of a gray area, but they sell it for cheaper. You can do what you want. Or sometimes you can go into stores and they're like these top-up things, and sometimes you can buy these top-up cards that are cheaper than FC points. That is if you really want to save the money. Now, the thing I think what people are upset about in the whole community is with FC points is spending. Now, the big creators that spend like 10, 15K on FC points, people don't understand. Like, I just cannot believe this is common sense, right? Surely you're an adult, you must understand this. But people think that these creators wasting 20, 30K on a game, they don't understand they're making like 200K. Like, this is basically a tax write-off for them, and they're using the money that they spend to make a video, make money from that video, and make more money. So if you see a creator spending 50K, you shouldn't be doing that. And also it depends on your means, okay? Because this is the most important thing, okay? If you earn £1 million net, let's say a year, right? You earn £1 million net a year, and you're spending, for example, 5K on FC points, I don't think that's going to be that much of a dent on your pocket. But if you're earning, for example, 20K per year and you're spending 5K, which is effectively three months' wage, then that's a complete different situation. So the point I'm trying to say to you is you have to obviously understand what situation you're in. You don't need to spend money in this game, but it does give an advantage. If you're asking me honestly, because my average age is like 35 to 40 year olds, like, I know you're not going to have time to trade silvers. I think 100, 200 pound, to be honest, even the 4600 FC points you get is enough. If you really want a big boost, you can spend about £100, £150. And to be honest, compared to most activities, right, in life, most hobbies, as long as you do with your means, it's actually relatively cheap. Like for example, I like cars. Okay, I like an internal combustion. Sorry if anyone has green watching this. I like internal combustion engines. I'm just a car guy. Always have been since I was a kid. This is Fast and Furious stuff like that, right? I get like 12 miles to the gallon. Like honestly, I put E5 petrol, like 175 pence. Shell. Honestly, it's so expensive for me just to go blade down. It's cheaper for me to get an Uber than for me to drive sometimes. Honestly. So I'm trying to say, at the end of the day, there's other hobbies that cost way more money than FC. If you enjoy it and you responsible in the amount you spend, it's not an issue in my book. But the point I'm trying to say is you don't need to spend, okay? Even the 4,600 FC points that you get when the game comes out, it's more than enough. With the 4,600 FC points, you should be able to get. I've got a video on my main channel whether you should play draft and what you should do. With 4,600, you should get about, I would say, worst case scenario, if you quick sold and let's say you packed no one, you should get 15k. Sorry, 50k worst. That's like absolute worst case scenario. I'm being a bit conservative here because this year they got rid of contracts. Are they going to? I don't know what they're going to put in packs because they're getting rid of contracts. Could be tifos. I don't know. So that would be the worst case. I would say the average, you're probably going to get about 100. That's enough to build a very good starter squad. And the reason I want to talk about this is because you can accumulate it much early on. Like, you're an example of Van der Ven here. Probably just got hiccups doing this bit raw. I don't want to edit this, but like 71 sprint speed, top tier card. But he's 78 rated. He's going to get packed a lot. But you can see when the game comes out, he's worth his highest value. So you could argue that FC point purchasing power is the highest when the game comes out. So if you were going to spend £100, let's say you said to me, okay, Neil, I understand. If I got £100, where do I spend it? Do it straight away. Open as many packs as you can, and then sell those players. Because as you can see, then after that, Van der Ven just decreases in price as time goes on. Now, if you're thinking, now if you want the NealGuides Honest Truth, if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to save for Team of the Year, this same card, if you pack him in Team of the Year, is 725 coins, as you can see over here. So you're hoping for a chance to get Team of the Year. I remember for like 8 years straight, I didn't get any Team of the Years, and I saved up so many packs every single year. So that was 8 years that I got nothing, 7-8 years. So you could get nothing. So don't assume you're going to get Team of the Year, even if you spend like £1,000, for example. So don't do that. So if you are going to spend FC points, you ideally want to do it now. This is probably the highest purchasing power. And in terms of accumulated results, I would say it's the best as well, because when you have more money, you can spend more money on a better team. You can enjoy the game a bit more. Or you can enjoy a team going to RTG, which is quite fun as well. But I mean, like, for example, you have to worry about using like a rubbish player or whatever, or player that you don't want to use. And then also, if you sell everyone, you get the most amount of coins liquid at that point. And let's say, for example, you invest that money to have a better team, you're also going to get better rewards in the FUT Champs and in Division Rivals and progress further. So you really get that advantage if you spend it now. That's what I wanted to say. So this is not a video promoting FC points, but this is just me just speaking facts about it, because I don't think anyone's going to make this kind of video, because why would they? The amount of flack they get, I always get flack for even doing the right things in life. And to be honest, my content, I'm not here with a popularity contest or being an entertainer. I'm not relying on subs to survive or whatever like that. I'm a business at the end of the day. So I'm here to teach the game, not to be someone's friend. So, but anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hope this kind of gave some bit of information and what my opinion is on it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.